Attention projectionist. This chart will help you make sure that your picture will be focused properly before the show starts. Adjust the lens so that the bells in the corners and the two words are all sharply focused. Now adjust the sound volume. That's all. When this bell system seal fades out, shut off the projector. Everything will be properly set for your show to begin.
Well, it's that time of day again. Every afternoon at this hour, the human side of American business comes apart. The bits and pieces flying off in all directions. Big wheels, little cogs, and all the other people parts it takes to run the world. Of course, they will reassemble tomorrow. But in the meantime, well, look who's here. Under that perky hat is one of the nicer parts of business, Miss Connie Wisner, a pretty important cop. No use looking for him, Connie. Brad's held up in a traffic jam. He'll phone you later. She lives with a roommate, Miss Kelly Smith, a pretty snappy cog herself.
Hi. Hi, Kelly. Oh, boy. Here. You're late. Huh, you're telling me. Brad call you? No, not yet. So it's been one of those days, huh?
No, not really. I'm just in a hurry. In fact, everything went very smoothly today.
Well, my day was different, especially this afternoon.
I sometimes wonder what gets into switchboards.
That's easy. People.
I know what you mean.
Oh. Oh. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh. Hello. Oh, yes. Just a minute. Connie, it's for you.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's Brad. Oh, good. Hi, honey. Why didn't you pick me up? You did? Oh, Brad, that's wonderful. I'm so proud of you. Well, you bet we will, honey. What time? Okay, I'll be ready. Bye. Guess what? What? He sold the Forrester deal, a $60,000 order. No. Yes. We're going to celebrate. He's coming by to pick me up. Good. At last I get to see the Wonder Man, huh? You'll like him. He'll remind you of someone. Who? Oh, you'll see when he gets here. $60,000 orders. He can afford to get married.
I'll tell him you said so.
Men. And what's the matter with men? Not a thing. I'm all for them. I think every girl should have one. But they have all the fun in business. Now look, Brad just sold an order. I don't know what our men at Lovell and Geddes did today, but I'm sure that somebody sold something or invented something or something. Something they can point to at the end of the day and say, that's what I did today. It shows they're important. But what can we gals at the switchboard point to? Because I didn't shoot a salesman today. I could point to that.
Who'd you want to shoot?
Bill Bullard. Who else? You know, sometimes I think it's a game with him to see if he can stump me. Like this morning. I was breezing along, situation normal. Lovell and Geddes. Mr. Schiller? Certainly.
Kelly, would you run these to the stamp machine, please, so the driver can take them? Right away.
Surely. Yes, please.
Well, he's waiting for them.
Yes, Mr. Bullard.
Good morning, Kelly. Get me Roy Wilson.
Trudy, who's Roy Wilson? Mr. Bullard wants him.
Wilson. Well, there's a new boy in the shipping room. I think his name's Wilson.
Oh, here it is. R.T. Wilson. That must be Roy.
Hey, Ted. Yo! Where's the Yarnell shipment? Right here. Give me a hand. In a minute. Shipping room, Paris. Wilson? He's on the dock. You want him?
Well, is his first name Roy? His initials are R.T.
I don't know. We call him Ted. Just a minute. Hey, Ted. Yo! What's your first name? Who wants to know? The front office, you meathead. Oh, it's Ralph. It's Ralph. That's okay, doll. Anytime.
He's not the one.
Well, why don't you call Eloise, Bullard's assistant?
I already did. She's not in her office.
Well, she may be on her break. Why don't you try the lounge?
Good idea.
I'll do the mail.
Eloise. Eloise. Say, do you know a Roy Wilson? Mr. Bullard wants him.
Certainly. H.L. Wilson of Consolidated.
Mr. B said Roy, not H.L.
His name's Henry Leroy, but all his good friends call him Roy. I have his number, but it's at my desk. Just call Consolidated.
Okay, thank you.
Consolidated.
Mr. Roy Wilson, please. Thank you. Mr. Wilson? Good morning. Mr. Bullard calling you. Mr. Wilson, I'm sure that Mr. Bullard will be with you right away.
This is Mr. Bullard's office. You put the memo and the magazine in the in tray. And you take the stuff out that's in the out tray. Think we ought to answer that? Oh, no, they told us not to. Come on. Well, shouldn't somebody answer it? It might be important.
Mr. Wilson.
Well, that's terrible. What did you say?
What could I say? I said I was sorry and that Mr. Bullard had been called out unexpectedly, but I was sure that he would want to call back later.
Well, anyway, you get E for effort, Miss Smith. Did Bullard ever call you back?
Half an hour later.
Ugh.
How are you doing on my call to Wilson? I had Mr. Wilson on the line, Mr. Bullard, and then I couldn't find you. Ugh.
Too bad you couldn't remind him it's the person placing the call who's supposed to wait. Go on. What'd he say?
He said, well, I'm here now. Get him back. So, of course, I called back, and by then, Mr. Wilson had gone to lunch.
Oh, great. But tell me, why'd you keep ringing Bullard's phone so long if you knew he wasn't there?
How did I know he wasn't there? He has a habit of always letting his phone ring for a while before he picks it up.
Uh-oh, one of those, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's our Bullard. Oh, well, I guess every company has one.
We don't. Of course, I say a small prayer of thanks every day we have a boss like Bert Quinn. Like today. Show you how thoughtful he is? He called me. Yes, please.
Connie, this is Quinn. I'm having a little trouble with a call here. Will you please get me Mr. Russell Knazer? That's spelled Knoezer.
Yes, sir.
In Toledo, Ohio. The area code is 419. Phone number 880-1498.
Thank you. Now, if you'd like to hold the line.
Thank you.
Fine.
Operator.
Area code 419-880-1498. Mr. Russell Knazer, spelled Knoezer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Mr. Knazer. Quinn here. How are you? Fine. About your letter.
No wonder you have good service at your place. How'd you manage that?
Well, when the boss does it right, the rest pretty much follows suit. Of course, it also helped when the telephone company came in and gave all our extension users a little training program.
Oh.
Anyway, most calls the fellas take and dial themselves. When they do give me one, they try to give me all the information they have. Not only is it thoughtful, but it helps me and the operator give them faster service. And our fellas, when I ring their office, they pick up on the first ring. If they don't pick up on the second ring, I know they're not there. They're not trying to impress anyone.
Maybe that's the best way.
That's how I figure it. And it gives me more time for the calls that need special attention.
Boy, I wish somebody would tell that to Mr. Bullard.
Hey, maybe you could talk your boss into having the phone company come in and train your extension users.
Yeah, not just them. My relief, too.
You mean Jackie?
I mean Jackie. Every time she relieves me, believe me, it's no relief. On my lunch hour today, I came back early just to see how she was getting along. Hi.
Hi.
Been busy?
So-so. I have to get a long-distance call for Mr. Bullard. Area code 404-760-4799. Mr. Frank Durant. 555-2368. Mr. Durant, Mr. Bullard calling.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I thought you'd like it.
I got to get a copy of that. You know, I was telling Gracious the other day, she and I and you and Dee Dee, we got to get together, and yes. Oh, Mr. Durant, how the Dan Tucker are you?
That man.
Now, Jackie, simmer down.
One of these days he's going to lose an important call.
I know. Don't think I haven't thought of that, too.
I just hope he doesn't learn the hard way. Arrivederci.
See you. It was time for us to switch places again, so I didn't say anything more. But later, the roof fell in.
What happened?
Well, I'll tell you.
There we are. How's that?
Oh, pretty.
Brad likes this color.
Uh-huh.
Well, go on. What were you saying?
Well, wait till you hear this. When I came back for my 3:10 break, Bullard was raising Cain. So I got Trudy to take the board, and then Jackie and I found a free office. She was like a time bomb. 10 seconds to 0. I wish you would light somewhere.
You know, every day I take that board, I tell myself I'm going to have the voice with a smile and the patience of Job. And then some of our own people. People who should know better. Oh, wasted time and frustration.
That's right.
Well?
Well, I happen to have a little philosophy about that. Would you like to hear it? You're going to hear it anyway. Now, whether they waste it or not, it's my time that they pay for. Problems? You're going to find problems in any job you take. But the point is that you just don't let them get you down.
Ha!
That is the mark of a professional. Now, my job is running a PBX board. And in my job, I consider myself a professional.
All right. But what about the wasted time and money for our company? Isn't anyone supposed to get mad about that? You know, I like to think I'm a little professional myself, and I might just think that the PBX bid is a little more important than some people seem to think. I bet half the sales our company makes come through our PBX. And the way we handle those calls plays a big part in getting that business.
You can say that again.
Oh, I've got a lot more to say. When I was in training for this job, I was told that even though we're not seen, on the phone we are the receptionist for our company. The invisible receptionist.
But that's the whole point, Jackie.
No, that's only part of it. The company works very hard to make a good impression for themselves. With each call I handle, I'm either adding to or taking away from that impression.
That's right.
But tell me, does the PBX attendant have to be the whole image?
Well, no, but...
When I plug in a call to Mr. Lovell or Mr. Bullitt or someone else, aren't they part of that image, too? If they don't answer the phone properly and promptly, what kind of an impression is that?
You're right, Jackie. It's not good. You know it, and I know it. And fortunately, most of our extension users know it. Well, for the rest of them, let's just hope that they catch on pretty soon.
Can't we nudge them a little bit?
Well, we'll see. But right now, Jackie, what about Mr. Bullitt's complaint that he did not get an important call this afternoon?
I'll tell you just what happened. You were on your break, and I was at the board. Lovell and Geddes.
I would like, please, to speak with Senor Bullard. This is Pierre Perrante from Caracas. Pierre Perrante, Caracas.
Thank you.
Espero que me hayan entendido.
Lovell and Geddes. Mr. Ishimoto? I'm sorry, Mr. Ishimoto's line is busy. Would you care to wait? Thank you. I can give you Mr. Ishimoto now. Thank you for waiting.
Hello? Hello. I got cut off. Hello? I got cut off.
I'm sorry, sir.
I want to speak, please, with Senor Bullard. Is he there?
One moment, please.
I tell Senor Bullard I call him today, between 3 and 3:30.
Mr. Bullard does not answer. Would you like to leave a message?
No, no message. Just for an idea, who is the next lowest bidder?
The Quinn Ryan Company. There is only 3,000 bolívares difference.
No es mucha la diferencia. At least we will talk with them. What is their number?
Jackie, did I have a call? I was right here all the time. Who was it? Pierre Perrante. We gotta get him back. Where was he calling from?
He didn't say, sir. He just said no message and hung up.
Well, try and find him. Call the Venezuelan consulate. If they don't know where he is, try the hotels. But find Perrante.
Perrante? I took a call from a man named Perrante today. Good afternoon, Quinn Ryan.
My name is Pierre Perrante. I do not know who I want to talk to. We have received in Caracas a bid from your company on a construction project.
Yes, that would probably be from Mr. Burton Quinn. I'll ring Mr. Quinn for you.
Thank you.
Now, please note, when Quinn's phone rings twice, Connie knows he isn't there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Perrante, but Mr. Quinn is out of his office. I'm trying to locate him for you.
Thank you. Suena muy simpática.
Then she sees a note her relief made. Mr. Quinn in drafting room.
Mr. Perrante, thank you for waiting. I've located Mr. Quinn. He'll be right with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Smart girl, this one. You know, Julio, I think I give the job to these people.
Quinn speaking. Pierre Perrante?
Yes, sir. How do you do, Senor Quinn? I think we do business.
Fine.
Yo creo que dentro de 2 o 3 días nos podemos regresar a Caracas y todo sigue así.
I'm sure Mr. Quinn took care of Perrante, whatever it was he wanted. Oh, darn, I'm stuck.
You see, Connie doesn't know, probably never will know, that what Mr. Perrante wanted was to award a $500,000 contract. That's right, a $500,000 order. Now, who would you say really got that order? A lot of people worked on it. Salesmen, engineers, executives. But when it came right down to the moment of truth, one switchboard let the order dribble right through its fingers. Another switchboard caught it on the fly by being an invisible diplomat. You can't get much more important than that.
There you are. Well, how do I look?
You look divine.
I sure hope Brad thinks so. Whoops, there he is.
I'll get it.
Hello, Connie.
Hi.
Hi.
Brad, I'd like you to meet my roommate, Kelly Smith.
Hi, Brad.
How are you, Kelly?
Well, I'm ready.
Have a good time, you two.
We will, thank you.
Say, Brad, has anyone ever told you that you look like Gig Young?
Who?
Gig Young.
No, I never heard of him. But it was a lucky day for me when I called Quinn Ryan. You meet the nicest people on the telephone sometimes.
Oh, I wish I could get that message across to some people I know.
Well, I'll tell you what. Have them see this movie.
Well?